Hey, horror fans! Once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G, continuing on with the 31 Days of Horror, the second trailer for Universal's, though actually Wolfman, not the Wolfman, but Wolfman dropped this afternoon. So it's time to do a trailer reaction for it. Yes!
Y'all ready for this?
Once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty. Now, The Wolfman is a 2025 American supernatural horror film and written and directed by Leigh Whannell. Of course, this is based upon Universal's The Wolfman by Kurt Sudmak. I think I pronounced that right. Now, the film stars Christopher Abbott and Julia Gardner. Now, in this film, family man Blake relocates to San Francisco to Oregon with his wife Charlotte and daughter Ginger after inheriting his old childhood home as a result of his father's disappearance and presumed death. At the farmhouse, their family is attacked by a werewolf and claws Blake's arms. They barricade themselves inside the home, but soon Blake begins to transform. Ooh. Now, we all know that the disaster that Universal's Dark Universe was after The Mummy that starred Tom Cruise supposed to start a Dark Universe featuring Universal monsters. But of course, since that disaster happened, they scrapped all those plans. However, after the success of 2020's The Invisible Man that was also written and directed by Leigh Whannell, Universal decided to say, hey, look, we might actually have something here with the Universal monsters again. So I think what they're probably going to do, instead of just creating a shared universe, just do standalone films of these great characters that we have in our IP, and let's do standalone films. So hence, we now have 2025's Wolfman, not the Wolfman, but the Wolfman, Wolfman. That's because the Wolfman that starred Benicio del Toro and Emily Blunt, well, I actually did enjoy some of that film. The film was not as successful as Universal thought, so they decided let's just try to do something totally different as opposed to what they did in the Wolfman. Okay, let's get the trailer started in 3, 2, 1. All right.
Ginger? Ginger, are you okay? Look at me. Look at me. Charlotte, are you hurt? Are you hurt?
Yep.
Are you okay? Hey, we gotta get out of this thing. Hey, no. Don't move. Climb up through the window right there. You can do it. You'll be okay. You okay? We have to leave right now. Run.
This January.
Hello? Can
There's
anyone
nothing
hear
worth
me?
dying for. I like that saying.
We were in an accident.
Daddy, are we gonna die?
No, it's my job to protect you.
And we were attacked. I think my husband was infected. Mike.
Daddy,
Daddy's not well.
Daddy, what's wrong with Daddy?
Daddy's a monster. Daddy's a monster.
What is happening to me?
Can you understand me? You're scaring me. Back off!
Please, Daddy's me.
Running these silver
Mommy,
bullets.
Coming.
Can she start the car? There you go. Now, I'm sure all you horror fans know that, of course, I grew up watching the Universal Monsters when I first started watching horror films during the 70s when I was about 6 or 7 years old. Started watching The Mummy first, and eventually, of course, Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, and all the Universal Monsters. So I really love those old school horror films, especially Universal Monsters. So I'm really looking forward because Leigh Whannell did a fantastic job with 2020's The Invisible Man. I thought that was a great movie, a great way to introduce a different take on the Invisible Man as something totally different. And they're doing the same thing here. This is a totally different take, or a modern take, of the Wolfman. Kind of the same type of characters. You know, we got the son going into an old place, going to his father's place with his wife and daughter. So kind of something similar that we saw in the Wolfman as opposed to this one right here, but it's all here in the United States as opposed to England in the Wolfman. I even like the fact that they just call this Wolfman and not the Wolfman. So you got to give Leigh Whannell credit. I think he's doing a great job, and I think this will be just as good, if not not even better, than the Wolfman, and also just as good as the Invisible Man was. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this one. This is coming out January 17th, 2025. Now, of course, a lot of people will be thinking, but Monty G, you know, January is the bean of films. They just dump them there because they know they're going to do bad. But here lately, we've been seeing a lot of movie studios releasing films in January because it's no longer called the bane of movies that they know they're not going to perform well. Now, of course, this year it didn't work out because we know how bad Night Swim and Imaginary were, but we do have successful horror films come out in January, and I think this is going to also be successful. So January 17th, Wolfman, looking forward to it. So there you have it, horror fans. That is my trailer reaction and video for Wolfman. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, like, and share. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell. That way, we notify anytime when I put up new videos such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember that horror rules. And I see you in my next video. That guys, stay safe out there.